everybody, and welcome back to the XsivGaming channel and Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This is our Let's Play series, and today we are up to episode number 13. So if you could quickly drop us a like, it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. So let's jump straight into today, episode number 13. What are we doing? Of course, another story order. As you can see, nothing's really changed in the garage, so we're pretty straightforward. The Lincoln 1929 Lincoln still being restored. Check that out on our restoration playlist for each car that we do. That one's available to watch. But yeah, let's crack straight on with today's story order. So we've got the Echo's Corbra V8 DOHC engine. Hello, I was recently away on a 2-week business trip, and I let my husband use my car during that time. Now that I'm back, something has to go, and I mean the husband, not the car. See what he did to it, as I don't really have the time to describe it all. I'm on my way to my lawyer to take care of the divorce papers. Just let me know when the car is ready. So that's not sounding too good. We don't know what's wrong with the car at all, so we'll take that one anyway. So here it is. It's a nice pink car. That's the sort of thing you are looking for, of course. So yeah, let's what we're going to try and do here is quickly screenshot that there. Hopefully that's worked. Get ourselves a cover photo for today. But anyway, let's have a little look. Oh, you can see some bits wrong at the back here. Fuel filter straight away, look. If we go overview, you seem to have examined a couple of parts at the back there, but nothing else. So we'll close that down. What we're going to do is move the car straight away to lifter A, and there it goes. Get it on up. Take it up again. We'll have a quick look underneath, see what it looks like. Yeah, you can see the gearbox just here is all knackered. Looks like the oil filter could do with changing. Got the fuel filter up the top there. The throttle body looks knackered. We're possibly looking at the intake manifold there as well. So we've got a few bits and pieces wrong. Cheeky look inside the engine. Again, you won't be able to do this without taking a few bits off and putting a camera in there. But you get the idea. So underneath, it doesn't look too bad from what we can visually see. So we'll bring that back down. Okay, let's have a little look in this engine bay. So let's make a start straight away. As you can see, the fuel filter there needs doing. The throttle V8. I'll take that off, that looks like that needs changing. Take that starter motor off, that could need changing. Accessible under the car. Usually they're on top of the car. But yeah, we need to take that intake manifold off, but to do that we've got to take the fuel rails off. Excuse me. Take those out. Take that intake manifold out. Can't believe that that's not been bolted in. Surely it should be. That's that. I've been told that the air filter doesn't look very good on this one. You can just see it through there, look, completely black. So we'll get that done as well. Put that off, take that off. Yeah, you can definitely see that needs doing. So that's that bit done. or certainly took out anyway. We've also been told that we've got some camshafts and spark plugs that need doing, so let's have a look under the coils cover. Ignition coils, yeah, they look like they need doing. Put those out. Now these spark plugs look okay to me, but we'll take those out anyway. 7%, 10%, 7% and 14%, so yeah, they do definitely need doing. Take the coil cover off this side. Looks like they all need doing. Whip each one of those out. Take out those spark plugs. 15%. That one's at 89%. That's at 89%. And that one's at 7%. So, I think the engine head has got to come off. Tell you what we've not done. Let's cancel that before we take all them right out. We need to drain all that oil out of there. Start taking too much apart, and you'll end up having a mess on the floor and get charged to fill it, clean it. So that's that done. We can move the equipment and place it back. Whilst we've got it up here, we might as well take off that starter motor. Take off that gearbox, which we can't do because we've got the drive shaft still on there. 4 bolts at each end. Removes that. And then yeah, that gearbox can come off. Oops, we took the catalytic converter off there. Didn't want to do that. Not to worry, we can soon put that back on. And as you can see, that clutch needs changing completely. Clutch bearing, clutch pressure plate comes off. The clutch plate itself looks to be okay, 89%. So we shouldn't really need to be putting that back, changing that one. Let's put that converter back on. There we go, so that's that bit done. I want to take off that oil filter as well, because if we're doing the oil change... Oh, well, no, let me take that off. Should do. You gonna let me take it off? There we go, we just let this off now. So, that should be all of the underneath done. Or certainly took off anyway. Let's get these engine head covers off. Yeah, as you can see there, look, one of the cams need coming off, so that needs that off, which can't take off. Well, I can't take that one off because it's all the rest of this needs coming off first. Blimey, that's a big job. To get that belt off, you need to take off all of this front section. We've got to do both sides or not? Take both covers off. So yeah, like we said, episode 13 today. Not a great deal of parts that are going to need changing, I don't think. But yeah, we've got to take absolutely everything off the front here. So let's move that filter out of the way. Idle roller can come off. That should allow that belt to come off. Need to take this off, but that one's got to be that one off. Take that off there. So you've got to take all of these rollers off. So many of them. I'll take that water pump pulley off as well. Got to take the water pump off. So even though there's nothing wrong with these parts, you've got to get them all took off in order to get this main cover off. The timing cover. That can be off, and then we need so you need that belt off first, then that belt, then you can take the cam gear off. So we've got cam gear here that's knackered, and then we want to get that, we've got to take that cam gear off to get the cam shaft out. That's that one done. Around this side we've got that one there. Put that out. So that is pretty much the bare bones of the engine done. It's just got a bit of a list of things that we need to change here. We've got the intake manifold that was at the top. We've got the throttle body at the back. We've got the two fuel rails that sat in the top as well. The air filter, the oil filter, and the fuel pump. The fuel tank and they are at the back of the car. There we go, look. See both of them there. You need to take both of those off as well. Then we've got 6 spark plugs, 8 ignition coils, 2 camshafts, 3 cam gears. 3 cam gears which we've got off. 2 timing belts, and then the clutch, starter, gearbox, and that should be everything. So let's get that car back up. Didn't even look at the fuel tank at the back. It's because you can't see it, it is hidden in there, or up there. So just take this out, you've got to take the fuel pump out first, and the fuel tank, and then that is that lot done. In fact, we might as well stay in there, get those bits ordered, and put back away. So if we go back to part mount, so you've got the fuel tank and the fuel pump. So if we press T for tablet, that'll bring us into the main shop. So we want a fuel pump, one of those. We definitely need a fuel filter, one of those, and we need a fuel tank. We need 2 fuel rails, which I believe are the DI ones. So we'll get those whilst we are here in the fuel section. We get, might as well start at the top of our list. Intake manifold. Intake manifold for a V8. Get that one. Then need an air filter. Just a nice standard one of those, nice and cheap. We need an oil filter. I think it was the yellow one that we took off. And the fuel pump we've got, the fuel tank we've got, spark plugs. If we could spell it properly. Spark plug, we need 6 of those. Saying 6. depending whether it's worth getting. Might as well get the extra 2. Put those in. We need the ignition coils. Ignition coil. We need 8 of those to go on top of the 8 plugs. That's that. We need the camshaft. Camshaft for a V8, of course. Camshaft V8, we need 2 of those. And we need 3 cam gears. 3 standard cam gears, I believe. So we get 3 of those. And last but not least, we need those timing belts. Is it the timing belt, or I think it's the V8 timing belt? We'll get 2 of those. And of course we need the flywheel. We need the clutch release bearing. We need the clutch pressure plate. We need a starter motor, which I'm not sure where that is, not in gearbox. We need a gearbox for the V8. Gearbox V8. Wow, look at that price. We also need that starter motor for the V8 as well. So that should be all the parts purchased. So let's start putting this back together. We already had a fuel tank there, but we have to put 100% parts in this one. So that's the fuel tank done. We'll head up the front. Go back to part mount. Get that flywheel on. Nice new one of those. The clutch plate, again, it's not said put it on, but we've got a newer one anyway. No, that must be the one we took off, 88%. But it's not asked us to change that one. So we'll get that pressure plate on, do that up. That release bearing, nice new one of those. The gearbox, again a nice new one, do those up. And the starter motor, of course. There we go. So whilst we're under here, we're going to put that oil filter on as well. Let's do one of those. And that should be all of the underneath done. We hope anyway. Next up, we've got to fix this engine back up. So go back to part mount, put that cam gear in. Oh, we didn't do the drive shaft either, and there was a cam shaft, not a cam gear. Cam gear on the end. Nice new one of those. Timing belt can go on, a nice new one of those. We've got the cam shaft the other side, nice new one. We can put cam gear on. We seem to have got a few of these, so I think we might have bought some by mistake previously. New intake manifold on. Other timing chain, timing cover. Get that on, do that back up. And then of course we can start putting all the rollers back in that it's not asked us to change. The water pump. Got that water pump pulley. The crankshaft pulley. More idle rollers. Idler roller. whichever you'd like to refer it to. Put that serpentine belt B back on, it's not asked us to change that one. Put that belt tensioner on. Roller B over there. Another roller B. Can't believe how many of these rollers you have on this car. And another roller there. That should be all of the rollers done. We can put that air filter base back in. Put the nice new air filter in. And a filter cover. And then of course we can put those clips on before we forget those. Somewhere there. And there it is. There's minor parts like that that you don't always spot straight away if they're missing, and it takes forever to find it. So we put that engine head cover back on. Again, you would do these up in a particular sequence, otherwise you end up warping the heads themselves. Put those spark plugs in. Like I said, we did get 8 spark plugs, so we might as well do all of them, means we're changing them all. Absolute huge job this is. It certainly is not cheap in terms of the labour. So put that fuel rail in. Put the fuel rail in this side as well. Get that cover on this side. So you got that fuel filter there. Let's do one of those. The new throttle. We didn't pick up a throttle for some reason. Throttle for the V8. Is it the V8 or the V8B that we want? I think it is the V8B. Sorry, the normal V8. Let's get that one. This is where we look rather stupid if it doesn't fit. No, it is the right one. And there we go. So that, in theory, is that engine done. Of course we're going to need to fill this up with oil. Are we missing something on the front there? I don't think so. So, yeah, that's that bit done, I think. We'll have to unmount the plug. There we go, that should be enough. But just to double check, let's check the dipstick, which we don't really do very often. We know roughly how much we're putting in, not that we can see it on this one. Probably screaming out on the screen where it is, but I can't see it on there for the looking. Ah, there it is down there, look. And there we go. So looking maximum's just at the bottom left of the screen. We're not quite up to the maximum, but there is enough in there. So let's get that engine covered down, lift it back up, and we just need to put that drive shaft back in. Again, it's not asked us to change that one, so that can go straight back on. And what we're going to do is just quickly go over everything that we've changed. Nice quick job today. Well, not exactly quick, it's only because we've had a list of bits that we needed to do. So right click, car status, ignition coils, we've not changed. That's what we didn't do. I knew there was something missing. Spark plugs this side, I'm sure you was all screaming out. Nice new spark plugs and ignition coils in there. See, it's a real easy job just to miss a couple of parts, not thinking, getting carried away. And that should now be the engine done. Close it back up again, right click, car status. So the gearbox, V8, the throttle, V8, all the ignition coils, the starter, the fuel tank, the fuel pump, more ignition coils, oil filter, air filter, the clutch, the flywheel, cam gears, spark plugs, cam shafts are all done, and the intake, manifold and fuel rails. So total money spent £5,570 or dollars, and total money back £13,820 or dollars. So finish order, and there we go, the money's rolling in. So that is going to be it for today's episode number 13. If you have enjoyed today's video, remember to drop us a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new, of course. We are going to get on with our restoration project, but as for the story orders, that is it for today. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.